Hello and welcome to another middle of the day update for Bitcoin. We keep it short in this video because the bigger picture, nothing happened. Short term, Bitcoin tries to break out of this corrective price channel, this potential bull flag. That's how I called it in the last video. Is it confirmed that this wave 4 is already over? No, not yet. Not enough has happened for that. I explained to you the earliest indication that this fourth wave, which is just a corrective pullback, that this is over, would be a break above the corrective price channel. More confirmation we'll get with a break above the $44,070 level. Now, that might happen right at this moment. However, it is still at this stage possible that it's filling in this larger ABC structure. So the idea is maybe wave 4 could reset a little bit lower. Doesn't really matter. I mean, throughout this entire corrective, from when the correction started here on Tuesday, Wednesday, I've been highlighting that the relevant support is here, $40,400. As long as this level is holding, trend continuation higher appears preferred and likely. How low exactly a correction goes cannot always be, let's say, predicted, especially not here on the 1 hour time frame. We have ideal support levels, and they start actually at $42,515. That's the 23.6 Fibonacci level. Really, the ideal one is actually 41,330, the 38.2 Fib level. But anyway, it doesn't need to go into support. It can do, and it shouldn't break below it. As long as we are holding those support levels, especially 40,400, because that's where the area ends and that's the lower boundary line. I mean, as long as that support is holding, the parameters of this wave structure, they remain unchanged. And trend continuation higher appears to be the preferred scenario. I have added here that it could also be an extended ABC structure. It would, I mean, ideally, I'd like to see it dip into support, but if in a bullish market, which we've been tracking now for a while, we know that pullbacks, especially when it comes to Bitcoin, can be extremely shallow. We can also add a trend line here that might provide some support. If Bitcoin comes down a little lower, maybe it will test that trend line. Now, I don't see trend lines as so relevant, but still they might give some of you, it might give some of you a bit of an advantage or just a little bit of orientation in the market. What is the target for the next move to the upside? And it would be, as per this wave count, still within this fourth wave, basically within the fifth, in a fifth wave of a fifth wave to be specific. And the way to calculate a target would be to take the length of wave 1. We go to the low of wave 4, the current low, okay? And then it's typically here, the 100% extension level is sort of one target to watch at 46,200. That's why sort of the range is sort of between 46 to 47K, because obviously crypto market is volatile, but that gives you an orientation. Another way to measure targets is to take the length of waves 1 to the end of 3, and then we go to the low of the fourth, and we're looking for the 38.2 and 61.8 extension levels. The 38.2 is the first one, pointing to 46,620. So yeah, and then we need to see, I mean, it can always go higher, right? But that would be sort of 46 to 47K is sort of what I'm watching, the next area, and it gives you 2 levels as well. But essentially in the yellow wave count overall, I'd like to see actually the 50K level, 50 to 65K to be reached, and it seems within reach. It just could be that this wave 4 here, the larger 4, and that this plays out before we get to 50K. But first of all, we need to see this structure complete, which is likely as long as we're holding 40,400. Trend continuation is preferred. You know that we've been tracking here further uptrend for a while. And I mentioned to you that further pullbacks could be extremely shallow on the Bitcoin chart. We talk about that every day on the daily chart. I presented you the daily chart in my previous video. But yeah, I don't think there is really much more to add. I mean, if we see a break below today's low, which is here at 43,090, it would appear likely that the C wave to the downside has started. Until then, if we break above the green line and that B wave high, that would seriously suggest that the fifth wave to the upside is in the making. But so far, this all looks very corrective. It's just that we can watch now, observe, because it broke above the corrective price channel. But yeah, there isn't really anything predictive about this correction as it is. What is important to understand is that trend continuation higher is still preferred. And I gave you some levels to watch there. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.